Hello, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm very excited to share this project with all of you. This project is very special because my mom helped me to make it. I'm so grateful that she helped me and so grateful that she let me share this project with all of you. So I hope that you will all enjoy. I love to see my mom making this beautiful scarf, this beautiful shawl with her hands. I'm so grateful that even though I know how to make it, she took the time to make it to me, and she took a lot of time, and I know that while she was making this, she was thinking on me. So that's why it's very special. For sure I will treasure it, I will keep it forever, and well, thank you so much, Mom, to help me make it. Well, let's don't lose more time. I will give you the material list, but before we start, I want you to subscribe. It's very important to me and it will be an amazing gift to my work and for myself. Thank you so much and let's start. For this shawl, we are going to need 700 grams of this light material. Look at this, it's very soft, and I'm going to use it in a plain color. And needles of number 4, and here I will share all the information if you want to buy this same material. Remember that if you want to buy and use the same materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es. Well, for this project we are going to use one thread, and we are going to start by making as long as a rectangle. As I told you in previous videos, this is the way that I know of how you can cast on your stitches, but if you know other way, well, you can make it like you know. But I found this way more easy, and with this you are not going to waste any material. Well, by following this technique, we are going to cast on 100 stitches. Remember that this is a standard size, but if you are taller or if you want it bigger, well, you should increase more stitches or less according of the style that you want. Well, here I have all my stitches. When I had 50, I put a marker so it will be more easy to count, right? Well, at the end of the 100, we are going to start with the first row. It's more common that we start the row by passing the first stitch without knit, but in this case, like it's the first row, we are going to knit it. Then the second one, we are going to pour. Then again, we are going to pour 3. And here we are going to make a braid, and we need 6 to knit 6. So here we have 1, 2,
y 3, 4, 5,
and 6. Now we are going to make 2 pour, and this will be the 2 stitches of the edge of the braid. So we are going to pour 1 and pour 2. Always the first row it's a little bit difficult because we kind of tie these stitches, but then you will see that they will lose. So this is what we made. We knit the first, pour 1, and then pour 2 for the edge, and then we knit 6, and then 2 pour for the edge of the braid. So now we are going to continue with the rest of the stitch. We are going to knit 2 and then pour 2. Like this is how we are going to continue, and see you when we have a few stitches to make the braid. Look, here I am about to finish this first row. Well, I put a marker, I count 12 in this side, and then I count 12 in the other side, and I also put a marker so I know where I'm going to about to start the braid. Well, we are going to pour 2 to the edge of the braid, then we are going to knit 6, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, then we are going to pour the next stitches until the end. Okay, for the second row we are going to pass the first stitch, then we are going to pour, right away, 1, and then we are going to pour 1, and this is the row for now on, okay? So then we are going to knit as it goes. For example, we can see here that we have like this circle, right? So this means that we have to knit 1 and knit 2. Then as we could see here, we have this thread in front, so this means that we have to knit pour 1 and pour 2. Let me make it again. I don't want any loosened threads. Knit, pour again. Again we are going to pour, and here, as you could see, now we are going to knit. You can see that we don't have the thread in front, and then knit. Then we are going to continue with the stitch, okay, of the body, and we are going to knit as it goes. And well, where we have these markers, we are also going to continue as it goes. Only you have to take into account that always at the beginning and the end, the 2 last stitches will be pour, okay? So let's continue. Okay, this is the 3rd row. We are going to continue knitting as it goes, the first 12 stitches and the last 12 stitches, okay? So now here in the 3rd row, we are going to change the stitch of the body. Remember that the first we knit as it goes, but now we are going to change the stitch a little bit. I will show you. Okay, well, to start the row, we are going to pass the first one, and then we are going to pour, always. Then we are going to continue as it goes, okay? Where we need to pour, we are going to pour, and where we need to knit, we are going to knit. And this is where we are going to make the braid. When we have 6 rows, we are going to turn the braid, but I will show you when we are there, okay? For now, let's finish this first. Now that we are here in the marker, and here is where we are going to change. Now, this is the first 12 stitches, remember? So now here is where we are going to change. We are going to supposed to knit, but we are going to pour. Here we are going to supposed to pour, so we are going to knit. So now, as you could see, the sequence will go like this. We are going to go and back, and in the 3rd we are going to change and make this. So this is the series that we are going to follow, okay? Each 2 rows we are going to change in the 3rd row, okay? This stitch is called double rise stitch. Please let me hear in the comments how you call this stitch in your country. I know that it changed. Well, I already get ahead for several rows, and as you could see, I already twist my braid in the 6th row. But now we are going to twist it when we have more rows. This is how I count. The last time I twisted, here I'm going to count these squares, you could see it. So when I'm about to make the 4th, it's where I'm going to twist it again. So I'm going to move my marker, and this is how my mom make it. When she start the first square after she twists the braid, here she put the marker, and from here she count 1, 2, 3, and when she's about to start the 4th, she twists the braid again. If you count the rows, you will have 1, 2, and 12. But I suggest that you count the squares in the wrong side, okay, like my mom does. So it's very important that when we are about to start the 4th square is where we are going to twist, and we are going to twist in the right side. So please take this into account, because if we twist the braid in the wrong side, it will look like this. So that's why we are always going to twist the braid in the front side. So we are going to start, we are going to pass the first, then we are going to pour for the edge of the braid. You see we have a perfect edge here. Then we are going to pour 2. This will be the 2 pour that goes next to the braid, and now we are going to twist. You can use a stick or something if you don't have this object to help you to twist the braid. So we are going to take 3 out of the needle, and we are going to leave it in front. Then we are going to knit the next 3 out of the 6 that we knit, remember, and then we are going to take back these three and we are going to place them back in the needle, and this is how we are going to twist. And now we are going to knit them. So here we have knit 1, knit 2, and knit 3. So then we are going to put the next 2 that goes right next to the braid. So remember, we are always going to twist the braid in front, and we are going to leave the stick in front too. And well, then for the rest of the stitch we are going to continue. Remember, each 2 rows we are going to change to make the double rise stitch. Remember that we will go and back as it goes, and then in the third we are going to change. Well, like this, following this sequence is how we are going to continue until we get a long rectangle and it covers all around our body and over our shoulders. Well, for now, this is how we are going to continue. We are follow the sequence until we get the shawl, the length of the shawl that we want. And remember that we have to twist both sizes. We have 2 braids, okay? So while we made in one braid, we are going to make it in the other one. And also we must twist in the same number of rows in one side that in the other side. Remember that just at the beginning I just twist in the 6th row because that's the design that I wanted, but this is an exception. From there you are going to twist each 12 rows or more if you want. But well, for now let's continue following the sequence and see you at the end to tell you how many centimeters I made. Look, I am pretty sure that this is the length that I want for my shawl. I folded, okay? So I'm going to tell you how many centimeters are from here to the half of the shawl, okay? My mom at the end helped me a little bit to make it because I have to make other breaks. So she knit so pretty. Look at this. So more or less 80 or 83 centimeters. Remember that this piece is folded, so approximately 1 meter and 60 centimeters, right? But I suggest that you should measure and you should try on before you finish and before you make more rows, because you may need more or less rows according to the person that you are making this for, okay? But well, if you are making this for a present, I think that the standard size will be 160 centimeters. Well, I want you to stop here a little bit because I want you to see how beautiful the stitch is. Look what my mom made. She knits so beautiful. Look at this. Look at this braid, and it has the perfect edge. I don't think that it needs something else. Like this, it's perfect, right? But well, once we are ready and once we are sure of the measurement of her braid, well, we are going to bind off. At the end for her, it was easier in circular needles. But it's the same, okay? If you continue with your regular needles, it's the same. So, well, to bind off, we are going to take 2 together and we are going to knit and come back with 1. Then we will continue like this with the next stitches. And this is how we are going to continue until we finish to bind off all the stitches. I suggest that you take your time in this step because it's important that we have at the end a perfect edge. So please take your time and enjoy it. That's the most important. If you want, you can leave it like that, or like me, that I'm going to add some threads at the end to give it a final touch, okay? Well, for now, let's finish this first, and then I will teach you how we are going to make the pockets, and we are going to make them with the same stitch that we made here, but I will teach you exactly how. Well, before I continue with the pockets, I want to stop here. My mom wanted to add this because she feels that you can make a better, a more beautiful edge, a more perfect edge. So at the end she made a single crochet row all around and then the crab stitch. She wanted this way. This is her design and I think it looks so beautiful. I think everybody knows how to make the single crochet and the crab stitch. Some of you have some questions on it, so that's why I'm going to teach you how you can make the crab stitch. Remember that the crab stitch, you make it's single crochet but backwards. So I will teach you how. It's very easy, and I think that this stitch gives a very well final touch to your projects, to every project that you need, that you have. So as you could see, it's the single crochet but backwards. It looks beautiful. If you want, you can skip these rows and just continue by making the pockets. And as you could see, this crochet stitch next to the stitch that we make with needles, it gives the appearance of the double rise stitch, don't you think? So that's why she chose to make this stitch and to give it a final touch. Look at this. My mom, she thinks in everything. So beautiful, right? Also, by making this, you give more body and more structure to your project, because sometimes it may fold or make some rolls on it, because you may need a little bit loose or more tight that you have to. So this will help you if you have and if you feel that your project have this mistake. So you can, like with this, you can fix it. But well, for now, let's finish these 2 rows first, and then I will teach you the pockets. For the pockets, she wanted to respect the same design, so she followed the same instructions. She made also the twist of the braids, she made the same the stitch. She begins exactly the same. She continued with the double rise stitch, and she made everything the same for the pockets too. And also she made at the end these final rows, the double crochet, the single crochet and the grab stitch too. I think that this measure is perfect. I will tell you exactly how many stitches she has on and the measurements. So remember that we are going to start the rows exactly the same like we start with the shawl, and if you want, you can make or may not these final rows too. So she casts on 12 stitches for each braid, and then for the stitch 26. So at the end she casts on 50 stitches. So by following the same instructions, you are going to continue making as many rows as you need for your pockets. In this case, my mom made approximately 18 to 19 centimeters. And while she followed the same instructions, and only at the end she made a elastic. So two she need 2 and pour 2 to make the elastic stitch and to give it a final touch, to give an extra detail. And if we measure the square with all the rows, it measured 22 centimeters. So well, once you have your pockets and your shawl ready, we are ready to sew and the threads at the end of the shawl. So look, I already have both pockets. I made exactly the same number of rows and I followed the same instructions. For now, I will place my pockets where I want them to be, and once I'm sure that that place is correct and I want it there, I will put some markers. In this case, I use an embroidery needles to place them. Remember that you have to take into account that the pockets are placed in a place that you could easily put your hands on, okay? I took these braids as a reference to place my pocket in the 7th braid. It's where I place my pocket, and I make the same in the other side. So once we have all our pockets ready, we are ready to sew. Remember that we must make the same final row at the end, the single crochet and the crab stitch, also if you want to. But in this case, if you want this design and this style, well, I use the same stitch and everything. But well, once you are ready, we are going to sew, and if you want, you can put some threads here in the bottom, or you can leave it like that too. I already ironed with plenty of steam these threads, and that's it. Well, so what do you think? I hope that you have enjoyed making this project with me. I hope that you sew your pockets and you finished to give it a final touch, and this garment is ready to wear. I'm sure that you will look amazing with this project, with this garment. Right now it's so trendy, this kind of garments. I think that everybody can wear this garment. I think either old women, either young ladies, everybody can wear this. You can wear it also either with a simple outfit under, and with this your outfit will look amazing. I'm sure that everybody is going to ask you where you buy it for sure. But well, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please also don't forget to leave me all your comments. I will try to read them, all of them, and as soon as I can, I will answer back, I promise. And also please don't forget to follow me in all my social media and tag me if you make this beautiful project. I love you to see you wearing my ideas. Thank you so much, and please see you very soon in the next project. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Mom, for sharing.